What if the ocean wasn't blue?
Yeah, in Buenos Aires it's brown, and we found out why.
Then we saw cranes lifting giant containers, like robot arms stacking puzzle pieces for ships the sizes of cities.
Mom said this city feels just like old Saigon. But can you imagine two places half world apart, looking almost the same?
From colorful streets to cathedrals that look like Paris.
And ice cream that tastes like heaven. Dulce de leche, baby.
So, what makes Buenos Aires so special?
Let's find out in this week's adventure.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Hi, Manny.
Hi.
Where are you?
Argentina. Mary, we're finally in Argentina. That was such a long flight. Look at this map. We flew all the way from up here, down to the very bottom of South America. That's like a sextillion miles.
Not exactly sextillion, but pretty far. Buenos Aires is the capital of Argentina, and guess what? 100 years ago, this country was one of the richest in the world.
For real? That's amazing. What made them so rich?
They had super big green fields and perfect weather for farming, so they grew tons of food and sold it to other countries. That's how they became one of the biggest economies on earth in the early 1900s.
Whoa, so cows and crops made them rich. Ooh la.
A long time ago, people from Spain came here and took over the land. The native people were already living here, but Spanish became the main language after that. And Brazil speaks Portuguese because it was ruled by Portugal.
Oh, so that's why the buildings look kind of like Europe. Like that one. It's so fancy, like in Paris.
Yeah, but if you look closer, you'll see some parts are old and not fixed up anymore. Argentina's economy had many ups and many downs. Even big crises where they ran out of money or couldn't pay debts.
Aw man, that's kind of sad, but it's still so beautiful.
Totally. Every old balcony and stone wall tells a story. Even if things aren't shiny anymore, Buenos Aires still feels full of life.
And this is our first time ever in Latin America. I can't wait to try empanadas, see tango, dancers, and
learn the history behind this amazing city.
Okay, Argentina, we're ready for you.
Look at that view, Manny. The Buenos Aires port looks massive from up here.
Yeah, there are ships everywhere. Cargo ships, cranes, trucks. It's like a giant.
Hey Manny, have you noticed something weird? The water here isn't blue, it's brown.
You're right. It looks like chocolate milk. Are we sure this is the ocean?
Not yet. We're still near Buenos Aires. See, the city sits inside a big bay, kind of like a pocket of water before you reach the open sea.
Oh, so this isn't really ocean yet.
Exactly. And there's another reason the water looks brown.
You know why the water is brown? It's because a river, there's nutrients in a river, then it connects to a very big river and it gives it nutrients and it connects to the ocean or sea and that's why it's brown.
We're near where the Parana River meets the Atlantic Ocean. It carries tons of mud, soil, what grown-ups call silt. When it mixes with seawater, it turns the whole thing brown.
So it's like the river brings dirt from land and paints the ocean?
That's a pretty good way to say it. In South America, there's also the Amazon River, another huge one that does the same thing on the north side of the continent. All that rich brown water helps feed plants and sea life near the coast.
So the brown color means the ocean actually full of life? That's kind of awesome.
Yup, and watch. As the ship moves farther out, the water slowly turns blue again because we're leaving the river behind and entering the open sea.
Feels so much like Saigon, right, Mary?
When we were walking around Buenos Aires, Mom said something really sweet. This city reminds me of old Saigon.
Old Saigon? Like when she was a kid?
Yeah, she said old Saigon used to look like this. Big green trees on both sides of the road, sunlight falling through the leaves. Everything calm and quiet.
I can see that. The trees here make everything feel cool, even in the middle of the day.
Buenos Aires is tropical too, just like Vietnam. And look at these houses, narrow fronts, about 4 or 5 meters wide, with little balconies and iron railings.
Yeah, some even here have metal bars on the windows. Mom said people in Saigon used to do that too, right?
Exactly. She said when she was little, stores in Saigon had rolling shutters, the kind that slide down and lock at night. She saw the same ones here, and it brought back a lot of memories.
That's kind of beautiful. A city on the other side of the world that still feels like home.
Yeah, like time stopped here a little bit. Even the old cathedral, San Isidro Cathedral, looks so much like the Notre Dame Cathedral back home in Vietnam, the one we call Nhà thờ Đức Bà.
I get why Mom felt nostalgic. It's like Buenos Aires kept some of the things that Saigon had.
Maybe that's why she smiled so softly that day. Hey Manny, see that round building over there? That's the Estadio Luis Conde.
Oh, it looks like a small stadium. What happens there?
It's actually an indoor arena. Some people come here to watch basketball and volleyball games. It belongs to Boca Juniors, one of the most famous sports clubs in Buenos Aires.
Boca Juniors. That's the same club with the big blue and yellow jerseys, right?
Exactly. Their main football stadium is La Bombonera, just nearby. That's where the real magic happens.
Oh, football. Argentina's biggest passion.
Argentina is one of the best football countries in the world. They've won the World Cup 3 times, 1978, 1986, and 2022.
3 times. That's huge. And the rival is Brazil, right?
Yup, Argentina versus Brazil is one of the most famous rivalries ever. Every match feels like a festival and sometimes a battle of pride.
And of course, there's Messi! Everyone in my class talks about him.
Of course, Lionel Messi was born here in Rosario. He's not just a football legend, he's part of Argentina's heart.
Again now, football here isn't just sport, it's like the country's heartbeat. But I like Ronaldo better than Messi though.
Manny, look around us. Do you see all those bright hot colors on the buildings? It's like the city decided to wear its happiest outfit.
Yeah, bright yellow, red, turquoise, almost like candy-colored houses. Which part is this again?
In lots of Buenos Aires spots, you'll see architecture and art side by side. These colors aren't just decoration, they tell a story of the people and history.
What kind of story?
Well, many immigrant families long ago built homes from leftover materials like tin, wood, and scrap metal. They painted them in bright colors because the scrap pieces were different and cheerful. Today, that look has become iconic for Buenos Aires.
So those colorful houses were kind of the original DIY art of the city.
Exactly. And beyond that, Buenos Aires has amazing architecture, from old French-style mansions to Art Deco skyscrapers. Some architects even treated buildings like works of art themselves.
And the street art too. Murals, graffiti, colors everywhere. I feel like the city's telling us to look. We're alive. We're loud.
Yeah, and for our blog, this is perfect because when we show our footage of the balconies, the paint peeling, the iron railings, the bright walls, and the narrow alleys, we're not just showing pretty pictures, we're showing character. A city that keeps its colors even when time changes other things.
Let's zoom in on those balconies you filmed. The ones with the wrought iron and bright doors. They look like something from a storybook.
Good idea, and let's capture the contrast. Bright walls and shadows under the leaves, people walking. It'll make the viewers feel like they're right here, wandering the colorful streets of Buenos Aires.
I can't wait to edit this one, the City of Color, episode of Airplane Mode Family.
Over there, that big stone church at the end of the square. That's the San Isidro Cathedral, in the town of San Isidro, just outside of Buenos Aires.
Hi, Mary.
It looks similar to what cathedral you know of.
The one in France and the one in Vietnam.
Okay.
Wow, it looks huge. What's the story behind it?
Well, the cathedral stands on the site of an old chapel from 1706, and the current neo-Gothic building began around 1895 and was finished by 1898. Its architecture was designed by French architects and has tall spires, stained glass windows made in France, and lots of stone and brick detail.
It really reminds me of the Notre Dame style, like the church in Saigon that Mom talks about.
Also, since we visited just before Christmas, the square in front was decorated with a nativity scene and statues of the Holy Family.
And by the way, the country around here is mostly Catholic. About 60 to 70% of Argentinians identify as Roman Catholic. So these big cathedrals matters a lot. They're part of culture.
Let's capture the steps, the carved door, the glow of the stained glass when the church bells ring. This isn't just a sightseeing stop, it's a quiet moment in the loud city. The smell hit me the second we stepped inside. Warm caramel, fresh milk, and something buttery sweet.
You mean the smell of pure happiness? Because that's what it is.
Yep, and it makes sense. Argentina's desserts are amazing because they came from really good milk. This country has endless green plains and tons of cows, so their dairy is some of the best in the world.
That explains why even the ice cream here tastes richer. The milk is just next level.
And the most famous sweet of all, dulce de leche. It's like milk and sugar, cooked slowly for hours until it turns thick and golden brown. Kind of like caramel, but creamier and softer.
That's the one we saw on top of those cookies. The alfajores, right?
Yep. And also in cakes, flans, and of course, ice cream. In Argentina, dulce de leche is everywhere.
I believe if heaven had a flavor, it would be that.
You might be right. And every bite carries a little bit of Argentina's countryside. Cows grazing, fresh milk, slow cooking, and patience.
I love that. Food tells a story.
So, camera ready? Let's get a close-up of that ice cream swirl because this is the sweetest ending to our Buenos Aires adventure.
See you next time!